You'll be okay. You're like the horse. Nevin, no growl.
Good evening. Welcome to the Fine Arts program. I hope you were able to have some time and look at all of the fabulous stuff in the hallway. So many of the kids put in so much work on their own, whether it's for beta, for TSA, for STEM, and for art, for Picture the Music, for the elementary. I mean, there's just so many things that our students are talented at. And so I'm very happy that we have a place for everybody to see that and to be able to recognize all of their hard work. So I'd like to give a big thank you to Mrs. Burcham and to Mr. Royal and to Mr. McDonald and let me think of Mrs. Royal, Allison, for everything they did to help put all this together. So it's definitely not just my program. This is definitely a collaboration, and it's awesome to see how much we work together. So I do appreciate all of their help, and also to all of the other teachers, high school teachers, with testing and things going on. And I have 3 different band classes. I have 2 for high school and then the 7th and 8th grade class. And so getting us all together to play and practice together is a challenge sometimes, but I greatly appreciate all of the teachers who helped make that happen. So very appreciative of that. So our very first group is our junior high and high school band combined together, which is what you normally see at ball games, minus all the ones who have all the extra jobs and teams to play for. So anyway, so we're going to start off with three songs, all together. The second piece that you're going to hear is kind of a theater type piece. So it's going to start off a little differently and it will end a little differently, but it has some beautiful stuff in the middle. So I hope you enjoy this. Okay, so this is my high school band. So we've actually done quite a few things. This year we went to the nursing home at Christmas time and played Christmas songs for them. And of course they jump in and join with the junior high anytime I ask them to do that. And so we have a couple of songs that we wanted to do with just ourselves. get the mic for this one so I can get out of the way. Okay, so if you've been here for the last several years with the band concerts, every year these two gentlemen test my theory knowledge and all that, and they always push my limits on my music theory. And so this year, though, in the past, we've had Randy, who has the percussionist, who has written several songs, composed several songs for the band to play or for an ensemble to play. But this year, it was Troy's turn. So Troy wrote this song that they are getting ready to play, specifically for him and his brother to play together.
It's called Mountain of Cold Steel.
Mountain of Cold Steel. Okay, so that was our band. It's amazing to think that they started when they were in 7th grade. So for those 7th graders, they played that level of music as beginners, basically. So it's just amazing how much these kids can do. Lots of times they don't realize how amazing they are. So now it's time for our choir part of this. And so I am going to bring up the 5th and 6th grade choir. Tomorrow we go to Sealing and we compete at Sealing. Tri-State, sorry, not Sealing. Sorry, yes, Tri-State. I actually missed Sealing. We were, the week that we were supposed to go to that, I was sick, and so we ended up having to skip Sealing, which I feel really bad. First time in 15 years I've done that. So, yes, Tri-State. So we're going to Tri-State tomorrow. All right, go ahead and start coming up. So, and then after they do their part, then Mrs. Dorsey is going to come up and she is going to be doing Sealing things. Okay, so she takes it upon herself. She has several girls that, and one gentleman, but the one gentleman unfortunately had an accident earlier at baseball practice and will not be here tonight. But she still has several of her lovely girls coming up to perform the medal placing and ribbon placing, solos, duets, I guess. No solos, right? Only duets tonight, and a trio. So, anyway, so I'm sure you're done listening to me talk. Enjoy. I also forgot to mention that we have a student accompanist this year. So Eli Kirkendall is our accompanist this year. So again, took a lot of extra practice of him coming out of class, and so I'd like to thank Coach Miller for all the times that he allowed him to come and join this class and lead his weight class for that. So anyway, here they are.
lips on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Are you ready to start the alphabet? Let's go. Z is for zebra. Confused? Zebra didn't expect the alphabet to start with Z either. Usually it starts with A is for apple, B is for something, all the other letters, then Z. But not today. Apple is nowhere to be found, and zebra isn't very happy about it. Neither is the second to last animal in the alphabet, yak. In order to find out where their friend apple might be, zebra and yak must go on a quest to discover what might have happened. Has anyone seen apple? Zebra and Yak, the Backwards Alphabet Book by Paul Frederick.
What? What's going on? Did I miss my cue from xylophone? I didn't hear X is for xylophone. I'm not ready.
Z is for zebra.
I get that. I'm zebra. You're way too early. It's A is for apple, B is for something, all the other letters, then it's my turn.
Apple wasn't around. We're starting with Z instead.
This is ridiculous. We need to find apple.
Y is for yak.
Hi there, Yak.
It's too soon for Y is for yak. I haven't seen the X-ray machine.
X-ray machine. X is for xylophone.
Sometimes X is for X-ray.
When?
Sometimes X is for X-ray. See? W is for walrus.
Does the alphabet start with Z is for zebra now?
That's what we're trying to find out. V is for violin. U is for ukulele.
Are you sure that's not another violin?
I'm sure. Why would U be for violin?
The way this alphabet book is going, I'm not so sure of anything.
T is for turtle. Would you like to help find apple?
You know it.
S is for snake! R is for running! Yes, R is for running.
Who turned out the lights?
Q is for queen. Where's turtle?
Have you seen Apple lately?
Indeed, I have. Apple is right over there. We found apple, and it's turned orange.
This is pumpkin.
P is for pumpkin. Then this is an orange apple.
No, it's an orange.
O is for orange. N is for nose. Your nose is here.
Please take your hoof out of my nostril.
Do you want your booger back?
Save it in case B is for booger.
M is for map.
We better find apple soon. The alphabet is half over.
L is for ladder.
Can you see apple?
Nope, we're going to like the next few pages though. K is for ketchup. J is for jump. Ketchup makes everything taste better.
Everyone jumps for ketchup.
I is for ice cream. Ice cream is my favorite.
Try it with ketchup.
H is for hula hoop. Hula hoops are fun.
They're really fun.
G is for gift. Should we take this gift to Apple?
Maybe, maybe not.
F is for fiddle.
That's a violin. Again.
Fiddles are a real thing. E is for elephant. Why have I been waiting forever?
It's all Apple's fault.
D is for dog. Did you eat apple?
No, I'm a good dog.
C is for cat. Here, have a gift.
Surprise!
B is for please say booger.
Yes, yes, yes.
Balloon. Look,
There's Apple.
where have you been, Apple? It's alphabet time.
I was on vacation.
You missed the whole book, Apple. We've gone through the entire alphabet.
What? I thought it was next week. The alphabet always begins with A is for apple. I'm ready to start. Introduce me.
You're too late. It's the end of the book, dude.
Introduce me! Introduce me! Introduce!
Chomp. No, A is for alligator.
A is for apple. When I tell you that my father is this kind of total lunatic, people laugh, and they not knowingly assure me that theirs is too, and that he's just a typical father. Author Jenny Lawson had an over-eccentric, anxiety-causing father. But her message to us all is that you never know what could teach you a valuable lesson. Let's Pretend This Never Happened by author Jenny Lawson. I mean, they're probably right. If you're a typical father, runs a full-time taxidermy business out of your house and shows up at the local bar with a miniature donkey and a Teddy Roosevelt impersonation, and then thinks other people are weird for making such a big deal out of it. But then again, I just tell them the story. I was 8, and my sister Lisa, she was 6, and my father, this giant bohemian man, lumbered into our tiny little bedroom, holding a Ritz cracker box, which was weird because we never had brand name anything in our house. So I was like, heck yeah, this is totally worth waking me up for. But then I slowly realized that there was something alive and moving within that cracker box, which was really concerning for those perfectly good crackers. But then my father, he announced that box held our newest pet. I mean, this is the same man who once let a baby bobcat loose in our house and didn't think to mention it because it wasn't important. So for him to be excited, I assumed that this had to be something truly amazing, like a 2-headed lizard or a baby chupacabra. But then my father, he leaned forward and opened the lid of the box. And he said, "Come out, Pickle. Meet your new owners." And almost as if on cue, a small, tiny, visibly frightened squirrel poked its head out the top of this box. Listen, it was cute as far as squirrels go. Listen, this is the same man who throws his kids into cars to chase after tornadoes, who once bought me a 5-foot-long ball python when he forgot my birthday. So this whole squirrel in the box scene seemed a little anticlimactic to me. But then my father, you see, he was some sort of a mind reader, and he could somehow sense this non-pleasedness within me. And well, he leaned forward like he was telling me a secret he didn't want this squirrel to hear. And he said rather conspirationally, "Jenny, this squirrel right here, this is no ordinary squirrel. This squirrel right here, it's a magical squirrel." Well, this squirrel, this one right here, this squirrel is my father clearly thinking I'm an idiot. Listen, I'm very well versed in my father's storytelling abilities. Just last week did he come to my bedroom and ask me if I wanted to go to the movies. Of course I wanted to go to the movies. What good kid doesn't want to go to the movies? Listen, I've always been dirt poor, so going to the movies is that rare glimpse in the life of luxury. You know, the people who can afford such amenities as central air and heating. I was sure that the people in these audiences were the same people who could afford real winter shoes and not just bread sacks stuffed with newspapers. But then my father, he leaned forward and said, "So, Jenny, do you have any money?" I'm sorry, excuse me? Do I have any money? Does it look like I have any money? Come on, if I had had money, would I be wearing bread sacks for shoes?
Well, Jenny, I don't have any money either, but it sure was fun thinking we were going. Right?
You know, one day I wonder if my father will get such a kick out of this concept when I call him to tell him I'm picking him up from the nursing home on Christmas, but then never actually show up. You see, I'll call him on Christmas Eve and be like, oh yeah, Paul, I'll be there tomorrow. No heart meds or enemas for you? And these were the very few things running through my head the morning my father woke me up with a magical squirrel. And you see, like I said, my father, real mind reader, he could somehow sense my nursing home revenge. And he attempted to gain back my trust with a,
Jenny, I'm serious. This is a magical squirrel. Let me prove it to you. Okay, magical squirrel. What's my oldest daughter's name?
and I'd be danged. That squirrel looked at me, and then it looked at my father. And it stretched right on up to his ear, and he said,
Jenny. The squirrel said Jenny.
oh, wait, listen, it was quite impressive. Don't get me wrong. But I was very quick to point out I didn't actually hear that poor little squirrel say my name. It was more likely that that hungry little thing was looking for food in my father's ear hair than he was to being magical.
You're serious, Jenny? You still don't believe me? Okay. Magic squirrel, what's 2 plus 3?
And this tiny, amazing, wonderful, tiny little magical squirrel raised his squirrely little paw 5 times. And immediately I realized that this squirrel would be my ticket out of this West Texas town. I would parlay him into money, toys, and appearances on the Tonight Show. I would name him Stanley and get him a tiny Cuban seamstress named Juanita to make leisure suits for him. And just as I was wondering whether Stanley here, he would look more dashing in a fedora or a beret, did my father rip open that crack box. Stanley here, he looked a little strange. He had this big disemboweled beer belly. And just as I was going, whoa, man, Juanita's going to have her work cut out for her, did I realize it was my father's hand stuck up inside of the squirrel. Whew, nasty. Anyway, where was I? Okay, my sister Lisa, she had a daughter named Gabby later on, and my father decided he wanted to test out the, give me a second, never-ending therapy that comes from a magical talking carcass in a box on her. So he'd taken a dead raccoon, stuffed in a large cereal box, and slid it under the guest bed, where he forgot about it. So Gabby, she a real venturer, she found this very stiff puppet and decided that she wanted to show everybody her new friend. So she parlayed him across the house into my father's bedroom, where he lay quietly taking a nap, slowly moving it closer to her grandfather's sleeping figure, laying it on his pillow like a message from the Godfather, slowly moving it closer to give her grandfather one of them Eskimo kisses. And then, well, she put the nail in the coffin. She goes, Papa, it's time to wake up and say hello. And you see, well, this is the point in the story where my father, he jumped up screaming. And then poor little Gabby, she jumped up screaming at his screaming. And when she jumped up screaming at his screaming, she threw that raccoon all the way across the house into the kitchen, where my sister Lisa, she was making herself a Pop-Tart. I mean, a normal person would have yelled and said, what the heck? But I mean, at this point in our lives, it's pretty much normal. And well, Lisa, she called me to tell me this story. And well, I promised to buy Gabby a pony for avenging us. But I started to feel a little bad for my paw. Because waking up in the middle of the night, find a little dead raccoon staring at you through its little eye sockets as it slowly caresses your face is nothing that anybody with high blood pressure should ever have to go through. But then again, giving me a dead, talking, magical squirrel in a Ritz cracker box, that was kind of messed up too. Guess we're about even.
Mrs. Knowles didn't really care for me to tell you guys, but she threw away my toy, so that's why I have a really big binder. Dogs spend their entire lives teaching us how to play, how to grieve, how to forgive instantly, and how to love without conditions or expiration dates. Today's program uses humor, poetry, fiction, and nonfiction, using works by Steve Barton, Dave Barry, Jake Barton, and Elia Weiss Friedman to explore the chaotic, heartbreaking, and deeply human relationship between dogs and the humans, between people and the dogs who shape our lives. This is What the Dog Knows. You are a bad dog, a very bad dog, shouts Dr. Fogel. I'll show you what a bad dog is, thinks Jasper, patting down the hallway to his dog bowl where he can think. Sulking next to his dish, he tries to sort everything out. The FedEx man is supposed to be barked at. Of course I'm going to bark at him, even if I know who he is. The doorbell rings. Jasper is up and running to the front door. Dog and master arrive at the same time. The door opens. It's the FedEx man. Oh my dog! He immediately puts his nose between the delivery man's legs. This will be my salvation, he calculates. They love this. But from above he hears, bad dog, bad dog. What? Bad dog? Jasper keeps on the happy face, but he's killed inside. Meanwhile, the bark churns deep within him. He feels it in his belly, moving through his lungs. His body chemistry pumps him forward like a jockey's whip. With his master looking on him, the bark now lies just beneath his tongue. But instead, Jasper demonstrates his admiration by rolling over and showing his genitals. Now, there's not a sound. Good boy, you are such a good boy. And somehow, that's exactly the kind of dog we want. How much is that doggy in the window? Bark, bark, the one with the waggly tail. Because we don't choose dogs for their perfections, we choose them for their possibilities. I've always found it insulting when people say everything's gone to the dogs. There are many advantages to being a dog. I can scratch anything that itches. I can reach any itch in public and no one is offended. I don't need any expensive entertainment center. Throw me a bone or an old shoe and I can entertain myself for hours. I can pass gas and people think it's cute. No one ever expects me to pay for lunch or dinner. I don't have to have table manners. And if I gain weight, it's someone else's fault. Have you ever heard the saying, lost as a goose? That's what the boy said to his friend when they found me. This one's lost as a goose. They're the ones that brought me here. They can't be very bright. I mean, they thought I was a goose. They're not very bright. They were right about one thing. I was lost. I'm not worried, though. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before I'm home again. My owners are probably looking for me right now. They're probably worried sick. They're probably making flyers as I speak. That's what they do in my neighborhood. They put up flyers. I've seen many of my friends on the corner poles. I'm not worried, though. It's just a matter of time. Oh, there's one more advantage to being a dog. Trusted owners. Owners who love you. Owners who are doing everything they can to get you back home. That's why owners are a dog's best friend. Some dogs get lost. What makes them keep watching the door? Well, it turns out there's an answer. One of the sentiments and stories I hear most often is the idea of unconditional love. Dogs are so generous with their love. They do so much for people, and there's so much research about post-traumatic stress disorder and other mental health conditions. I met this woman named Sharon and her dog Eddie. If she's having a nightmare, he'll turn on the lights, shake her keys, or nudge her awake. She was an RN in the Army, so she's seen people at their worst. And it's hard to come back from that and regenerate, but she was normal, typical. It wasn't until later that I found out Sharon had been nonverbal and shaking. Eddie, her dog, made her the way she is now, and it's so transformative and powerful that her dog empowers her. Dogs deepen appreciation for other people's relationships. They're a catalyst for love. So maybe it's not just loyalty, not just training. Maybe it's something deeper, something they never stop feeling. The baby was a surprise, I think, to them as to me. I had no idea humans came in such tiny packages. It was too small to be a human. How could a human be so small? It didn't sound like the humans I knew. It just cried. It cried all the time. I didn't know. My owners have been very busy lately. I assume the baby takes a lot of extra time. With the baby, my owners sometimes neglected things. They neglected the lawn. They neglected my much-needed moments outdoors. They neglected to feed me. Dogs like me, we need our food. Dogs like me, we like to eat. A dog like me who was hungry, who didn't know a baby was a human, I snapped. I snapped and I nipped the baby's toe. They locked me up in here yesterday. They locked me up in here after they found out what I had done. They locked me up. They sentenced me to death row. They sentenced me to be put to sleep. As soon as the vet arrives in the morning, he'll carry out my sentence. You see, we all have a story. There's a reason we're all here. People forget that. People forget a lot of things. And maybe that's what it means to be a friend. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. I had this idea for a new television series. It would be a realistic action show patterned the true life events of my dog Ernest. The name of the show would be called Adventure Dog. The theme song would go, Adventure Dog, kinda big, kinda strong, stupid as a log. Each episode would be about an exciting true adventure that happened to Ernest. For example, here's a script for an episode entitled, Adventure Dog Wakes Up and Goes Outside. It's 6:17 a.m. Adventure Dog is sleeping in the hall. Suddenly, she hears a sound. Her head snaps up. Somebody is up. Time to swing into action. Racing down the hallway, skidding on all four paws, turning into the bathroom, where to her total shock, she finds the master, who she has not seen since last night. Yay! Bark! Now, Adventure Dog bounds to the front door. Just in case the master is going to take her outside, it's a slim chance he hasn't taken her out for the past 2,637 consecutive mornings. But just in case, Adventure Dog is ready. Bark! Can it be? Yes, this is unbelievable. The master is coming to the door. Looks like Adventure Dog is going outside. Yay! Now, Adventure Dog alertly puts her nose between the crack and applies 600,000 pounds of force to the door. Holy smoke. There it is. The yard. In the exact same place it was yesterday. This is turning out to be an unbelievable adventure. Is it possible? Yes, it's a smell. Yikes, full red alert. No questions about it. The evidence is clear. This is a smell, all right. And what's more, it's the smell of, oh, this is so incredible, dog wee-wee, right here in the yard. Adventure Dog is getting the germ of an idea. At first, it seems far-fetched, but the more she thinks about it, the more she thinks, hey, why not? The idea is, get ready. Adventure Dog is going to make a wee-wee right here, right now, outside. It's crazy, but it just might work. Adventure Dog, Adventure Dog. And for most dogs, that enthusiasm never fades. Every door is a possibility, and every open gate is an invitation. You've got a friend in me. And sometimes that friend has 4 legs, no judgment, and a loyalty that quietly teaches us how to be human.
I promise you're getting a video. So, yes. So sometimes the projector shuts off, and I don't know why, but sometimes it does. So it's on. Now we're just going to get our HDMI adapter. So, yes, I had it plugged in and watched it on the computer. So, I apologize greatly. So, anyway, so I really hope that you have enjoyed all of the amazing talent tonight. Just like you should be blown away. Like I've been in a lot of different schools, and this place is just overflowing with talented students. So our state qualifiers, actually you weren't qualifiers, you were, let's see, you've got third, Toy, is that correct? Okay. And I, off the top of my head, can't tell you about Brooklyn or Breckland. Would you like to tell me? They were both state qualifiers. Thank you, Miss. And Toy was third place, yeah. So that is pretty amazing. We have amazing teachers and amazing people who just do all kinds of wonderful things. Yes, I'm rambling. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so anyway, so wish us good luck tomorrow. As soon as this video is over, I will let you go. It's been a long evening, I feel like. So, but lots of wonderful, wonderful stuff. Are we ready? Maybe. Let me go check.
Finish out this one. And rather mess with Master shooter, shoot, baby!
Corner right center to four, back over to Coleman. 3-pointer, left wing. Got it again! Coleman knocks down another one.
Oh my goodness! Oh, Coach Miller! Oh no! Terrible foul given to Coach Miller here. He thought there was a push. There was.
Oh my gosh, it's a walking grass.
I Martinez gets it. Martinez.
Give it up for our Jack Manny and Troy Burton.
AYDEN.
Okay, I did not say the word.
Tune for 30. Let's go. Miss Briston Robertson. He is a member of the Esports Club and a contributor to the Robotics team. He is proud of his accomplishments of getting a final.
Sam Whitson in first place. Tinsley Johnston in second. And Grant Toon in third. Congratulations. Let's take a picture.
Hey guys, here with my classes. Subscribe to my channel below in the comments. Make sure to find me at Royal Dog, at Bald Teacher. Okay, follow me, hit subscribe, give me a like. Love you guys.